Okay, in question 4, we've got two inequalities. We've got an inequality for x and an inequality for y. We're told that x and y are real numbers. That's important. And we want to find the possible values for this expression. So here we're looking for the range of values. So it's, again, a sort of max-min type question. So we want to find the minimum value here. So for the minimum value, we want this 2x squared to be the smallest we can. And remember that when we square a number, it's going to make it positive. So we want the smallest value in this first range for x, and I think we can see -1 will be the smallest. So 2 times -1 will make that the smallest squared. Now we want to subtract something very large here, and we want to pick the largest number we can here, because the y squared is going to make this positive anyway, and we can see that -6, when we square that, is going to be the largest. So here we can have 3 times -6 squared. And note that this value is not included because of this inequality here. So let's simplify all of this, and we get 2 times 1 minus 3 times by 36. And we can see that that's just 2 minus, 3 times 30 would be 90. 3 times 6, using the distributive law, is 18. And we have 2 minus 108, and that gives us minus 106 as the minimum. All right, so for the maximum, let's look at different colour here, I guess. For the maximum, we want 2x squared to be as big as we can, so it looks like we're going to pick the biggest value here, -3. So we can have 2 times -3 squared. And we want to subtract something very small. Now we'll notice here, because we have a negative and a positive value here, at some point in the middle there, 0 is included. So when we multiply by 0, that's going to be the smallest, and that's a useful strategy to remember for these inequalities. So we've got 3, and we can include 0 here to actually mean that we're not subtracting anything. So it's important to notice that normally we want to have minus a negative number, but because this y squared term, that term can't be negative. So that's why we chose 0, just to make this as small as possible. All right, so then we simplify this. We'll have 2 times 3 squared is 9 minus 0, and that's 18. So the possible values of 2x minus 2x squared minus 3, well, we can write this as an inequality because we can have all of the values, and notice that because -3 was not included here, and -6 was not included, these values are actually not included in our range. So the smallest value here is -106, and the maximum value here, 18, and those values are not possible. So these are the possible values here for the expression.